Green interwebs, this is Jackie K, and welcome for another Pokemon battle. Today I have a video from my second stream, and I believe it was around the first battle I had on that stream. Therefore, you're going to see a few new faces in this battle, and my opponent had some interesting choices for his team as well. For those of you who can't see it, my opponent is Dark Wolf Gaven. I actually took down YouTube names, and at least Twitch names this time, so be sure to check out the description of this video, and you can check out his channel. Hooray, I'm actually getting in the habit of the right things. And he's got a few unique choices as well, like that Delphox. Sure, there was a Delphox in that last video I uploaded, but I still don't see Delphox too often. And there's more familiar faces to Pokemon battling like Aegislash, but I can't really complain because I have my own Aegislash now. I have to admit mine is a pretty standard Aegislash, but I went through the main game with Aegislash and it was a cool Pokemon, so I wanted to try it in some battles, especially after hearing all the good things about it. But I have made a couple Pokemon to try out new things like that Ampharos and Blossom, and a few other Pokemon that you won't see in this battle. However, I do gotta admit that some of them prove themselves to be more useful than others. Some of them just don't seem as good in execution as they were on paper, which is really why I should get back into playing Pokemon Showdown. But now that I actually have a team for Wi-Fi battle, it's just so hard to go back from playing on Pokemon Y to playing on Pokemon Showdown. But regardless of that fact, you'll see more of what I'm talking about in the battles themselves. So even with this new team, I'm still leading off with Chie, and my opponent has an interesting Pokemon to lead off with. As you'll see, he leads off with the Furfur. Really? This Pokemon? This another dog Pokemon with his own gimmick of being dressed up? This is worthy of a lead? But as I can see from how well it took that fake out, there's clearly something about this Pokemon that I didn't see before. Because I swear most Pokemon at least take double that much damage from fake out. But it's still no match for Chie. I mean, it's not the Furfur's fault. Chie is just awesome like that. Take it out on one high jump kick, it didn't stand a chance. I am very thankful that Aegislash didn't get swapped in sooner though. That high jump kick was pretty predictable, I believe. Here I'm showing off my new Greninja though. This one actually makes use of the protein ability. Makes a nice swap in for the Shadow Claw upcoming. And even though the stats change into a Night Shield is fairly predictable, I'm gonna go for Dark Pulse anyways because I got nothing to lose. This Greninja has only special attacks, so I won't be taking any negative effects from the Night Shield, and won't really be able to Night Shield twice in a row probably, so I'll just go for it again this turn and get some nice damage off. What I should have saw coming is the fact that Aegislashes carry Sacred Sword. That is gonna kind of take out my Greninja in one shot, and I just lost like a Greninja. The only thing I really have to counteract it is my own Aegislash Soul Blade. Now I predict that he's gonna swap out, so I go for a Sword Stance instead of the Shadow Sneak, so I can get my attack up and actually be able to do a significant amount of damage to things. Surprisingly, he goes into his Delphox. Sure, it can do damage to my Aegislash, but it's not gonna appreciate anything that my Aegislash can deal out to it either. Now, I make a really risky but worthwhile play here by going for a Sword Stance instead of the Shadow Sneak. I barely withstand the hit. Sure, my attack is all the way up, but I cannot take a single attack. Luckily for me, the Delphox is completely left open because of the Blast Burn. And kids, this is why I don't carry Blast Burn. Sure is a powerful move, but you don't want to leave yourself vulnerable like this. Not that it really matters for him, because something like a Bullet Punch or just being faster than my Aegislash will be enough to take out the Lucario. I decided to go for the Night Shield, because why not, I got nothing to lose. I was hoping I could get his attack down with going for something like Bullet Punch, but he decides to go for Dark Pulse. I'm not sure because he doesn't have the Bullet Punch, or because he was predicting the Night Shield. But he goes for Dark Pulse again, still is faster than me, so I'm not able to do anything. I do not know why I didn't go for the Shadow Sneak, probably thinking that it didn't do anything. But then again, if I thought that, I would be stupid because that would mean I forgot that Ghost types are no longer resisted by steel. I'm not too worried because I got Chie here. I got faith she can take a Dark Pulse like a woman, and then high jump kick it in the face and take it out with relativities. Because that's what we do here with Chie, folks. If you're weak to fighting, you better get your butt out or get kicked in the face. Heck, even if you're not a steel type, that doesn't mean you're safe from getting kicked in the face by Chie. Though, if you're a grass type, it might help in not getting Galactic Kick all the way to Mars. Realizing my foolish mistake, I am hard switching, even though U-turning might have been the better idea. Thankfully, he doesn't go for the Sludge Bomb and goes for the Frenzy Plant. Thankfully, Yukiko is meant to be defensive, because I am able to take that Frenzy Plant, and it leaves him vulnerable for me to do Psychic without having to worry about the Sludge Bomb. Kids, this is why you must resist the temptation of the ultimate moves. Hyper Beam moves just don't really pay off. At least that's my personal experience with them. Even if you do one-shot the foe, you leave yourself vulnerable to getting revenge killed by the next Pokemon your opponent sends out. Speaking of questionable plays, I make one myself here, staying in and going for the Confused Ray. I mean, sure, if it hits some Confusion, it would pay off, but this is what I'm gonna get for relying on Confusion. Then again, I didn't really want anything to take any damage coming in for that upcoming Shadow Claw, so maybe this was the best play I had to do. I can at least bring in Captain Falcon without taking any damage, and boy is that going to be helpful. If you guys don't remember Captain Falcon from Pokemon XD, man, you're missing out. In honor of his famous Captain Punch, I made him a mixed attacker with the focus on training his attack and special attack. Granted, that doesn't help me too much in the future, but let Captain Falcon live in the glory while he can. That Confusion really works to my advantage because I'm able to get a safe Counting Guard up, very useful against an AG Slash. However, I did forget about Sacred Sword, which ignores defense, so it'll just be like this turn didn't happen. However, even though I get a bit unlucky with Sacred Sword ignoring my defense and getting a critical hit, Captain Falcon's still going to live that with about half his health, and be able to finish off this AG Slash. Thunder! Punch! Yes. Granted, the Rocky Helmet damage wasn't appreciated, but Captain Falcon got a chance to live in the glory. So I am satisfied with that. Plus, he's sending out his Water type now, so maybe Captain Falcon will get to do something here too. Probably not though, because it's got the Ice Beam. Oh well, Captain Falcon, you got your glory moment. Now I'm going to show off the other Pokemon that's a bit unique for my team. Setting out this Blossom, I was debating going right for the Leaf Storm or getting a Sunny Day. I figured that I should start off with going for a Sunny Day. In the end, I go for Sunny Day because I assume that I'll outspeed after the Sunny Day. So I'll not only have the Sun up, but I will get that damage off as well. If I just went for Leaf Storm, I wouldn't outspeed, and I wouldn't have the Sun. And I mean, the Sun didn't really play a role in this battle, but it was there in case my opponent decided to go for the Water move on whatever Pokemon I bring out next. Granted, this Blossom is still a work in progress. I don't even have his nickname finalized of this recording, and I will eventually give it Solar Beam, and I will put it in a team where it's more suiting for it, to say the least. You'll just have to wait and see. I mean, there's not much else to say here because Chie's just gonna high jump kick it in the face and it'll go down because it's weak to fighting. Like all things weak to fighting. The fake out was a just in case measure. Granted, this might not have been the best battle I'll ever have with these Pokemon, but it was the first. My opponent had some interesting choices to bring to this battle as well, so I figured it was worthy to show to you guys. So good game to my opponent Dark Wolf Gaven. His channel will be below if you want to check him out. I enjoyed the battle we have, so I think that's what counts the most. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I know I did kind of give a brief shout out to my Pokemon XD Let's Play, but I enjoyed the jokes I made out of that Pokemon as much of a mean ripoff as they were. So even though it was my first Let's Play and I'm not proud of the audio quality, I am proud of a lot of other things that came out of it. So if you do have interest in figuring out who Captain Falcon is, check out my Pokemon XD Let's Play. Search around for the playlist on my channel. You might be pleasantly surprised. Well, that was my self-promotion of the video, so don't run away, guys. Even though the video's over, there will be more battles in the future. This has been Jacket K, and I'll see you all then.